Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Norris Earl Field at Nathaniel Frothingham Stadium for a Tri-Valley League small matchup between the Medfield Warriors and your Dover-Sherborn Raiders. I'm Sebastian Hassar, joined alongside Kiki Hassar, Elsa Suxo on camera, Cam Crandall on Instagram, DS Cable TV, as we welcome you here.
Sebastian, this should be a pretty good matchup. They've already seen each other once this season, with Dover-Sherborn coming out on top 3-0. So we'll see how this one ends up today.
Yes. And we are underway here. Medfield will start with the ball. They are going from left to right. We're going to have to switch over to our radio commentary, which is a little different, but we are back now as the Raiders in their home blue uniforms with the white letters and numbers and the black outline. Medfield, the road white with the blue numbers and lettering, and I believe a light blue outline.
So you'll see this strategy that DS typically has Avery taking all of the free hits. So number 12 for DS, and you'll see that the vast majority of free hits she's going to take, so which was the case right there.
Hadfield gets it to Bent on the near sideline. Reese Bent working her way up the sideline. Now the baseline, crossing into the middle. It's cleared away. Near side, Witchman will get it back up. Hadfield trying to get it in. We've got a whistle. It's a call against Masada, which will result in Medfield ball. Witchman wins it back for the Raiders. This game, as we mentioned earlier when we first started, has big playoff implications. Dover-Sherborn and Medfield are the third and fourth seeds in Division III, separated by only 0.7 of a point on the power rankings in their rating, which is actually a fair amount. But regardless, this game could turn the tides of that, put the Raiders up even more, or Medfield could crawl back into place with 3 more games to go on the season. DS coming in with a record of 12-1-0, most recently beating Medway home 3-1 on Friday. No, not Friday, Thursday. So 6 days off for the Raiders, but they're back at it here on Wednesday, as they'll have another game on Friday versus Belmont. Medfield, they picked up their second loss on the year. The first was, of course, to Dover-Sherborn earlier in the year. But yesterday they lost to Bishop Fian, a team who Dover-Sherborn beat on the road. 2-1 was the final in favor of the Shamrocks.
So yeah, DS and Medfield have had a lot of common opponents, and we have seen that DS has come up on top in terms of those common opponents, and certainly the most recent one being Bishop Fian.
Hadfield tries to get it into the circle. It'll be cleared away. Witchman will get there first. Fia Witchman on the near side will get it into the circle. Kadambi tries a shot, but it's cleared away, and Medfield will get rid of the danger momentarily.
We saw with both Bent and Witchman doing a good job of using the baseline to try and get into the circle, so they both did a really nice job of that.
Free hit for the Raiders.
And you'll see DS using that aerial a lot more than we've seen in seasons past. It's a great way to get through a first line of defense.
Cullum will lift it up in and draw a corner for the Raiders. It'll be the first of the game for either team with 12 minutes to go.
Not giving away too many secrets here, but we typically see the two captains up at the top of the circle and the corner play somehow involving them.
So it looks like it'll be Cullum taking it, per usual for the Raiders.
Yeah, she has a really nice insert, keeps it flat and at a good speed, so it gets out to the top of the circle quickly, but also flat so they can quickly field it.
Hadfield.
So we have seen in recent games that they are involving Witchman a bit more in the corner, so we saw it go to the top, and then with that flat pass to Witchman, which was nice, so she got that direct shot off.
Hadfield will move the ball back to the 25-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the quarter, no score. Medfield will steal it from the Raiders as they'll start advancing on the near sideline. Murphy coming up, and she'll get a stick on it. On the near side, it'll be a whistle and a call against number 20, Brooke Malmquist, for the Warriors. Oh no, it'll actually be against Hassar while at the 45-yard line. for Medfield.
So even though Hassar got that call against her, she did a good job of stopping the play, so Medfield was not on a fast break.
Yeah, Hadfield here, contrarily, will go on the fast break, get it up to Basada. Basada cutting back into the middle, having a little trouble finding the ball, but able to stick with it, but Medfield will clear it out. I believe that is Jenna McDonald getting it out of the circle and drawing a call for the Warriors.
So this is kind of like in football where you get near the end zone and the space just becomes so truncated that it's hard to find the open player because you're just all so close to each other. So you saw that with Elise trying to get it up to Ben and having a little bit of difficulty there.
Wichman going down the sideline. Basada keeps it in play near the corner. Trying to go up the sideline. Basada crossing, looking for Bent, but it's cleared away. Should be a whistle against Motley there, looks like, and Medfield will have a free hit.
Once again, though, nice play by Dover-Sherborn. They double-teamed her and got a stoppage of play, is letting everybody get back on defense, find the man that they're marking.
Cecilia Crosby going to the opposite side of the field. Hebert played out of bounds, let the DS defense regroup. Fraptolio on the far side, looks like she'll hit it in near the 47.5-yard line. Trying to lift it in. Kadambi will get a stick on it. We got a whistle. I believe that was a third party. DS will have a free hit here. 8:56 to go. No score.
And we saw with Medfield them also trying to have that aerial, but not as much success as DS. It is a hard play, but if you can do it successfully, it's really impactful, as I said, getting through that first line of defense.
Medfield will have possession down the far sideline. Ball coming in on the sideline. Tatum Karate looking to sub in for the Raiders, likely in the midfield. Got a tip here. Ball makes its way towards the near side. Wichman going after it. Will be a foul on Sophia, which will get a whistle for Medfield. They'll have a restart here at the 25-yard line. So
if you look at the DS defense right now, they are perfectly positioned. We see that every single Medfield player is being individually covered by a DS player. That's great defense.
Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. So it'll be Raider ball. Kadambi out. Karate in.
And here, once again, we see Avery taking this free hit. And she has a really nice big ball. Yep, she's using it here. Oh, unfortunately, that went out of bounds.
Gives the Raiders a little bit better field position, but still a dangerous spot for the Warriors. This will be Tatum Powell trying to lift it in. Basada gets a stick on it. Powell will try and reverse it towards the middle. Karate and Motley crashing in on it for the Raiders, and DS will have possession. A good stick there from McDonald, but there'll be a call against her. Oh no, that's actually Crosby.
That's a beautiful ball into space, allowing Bent to run onto it.
Bent going up the sideline, crossing in the middle, right to Hadfield. Hadfield takes a shot. Will go near the sideline, remain in play.
We could see that Medfield girl was perfectly positioned along the sideline to field that ball. Really nice job there. Hassar nicely positioned there to really keep that ball on the offensive end for DS.
Ball will make its way towards the sideline, but kept in play. Medfield looking to go up here.
That's a really nice ball. Nice pacing on that, so it stayed in bounds.
Cross into the middle. Hebert coming in. Medfield has it in the circle. A reverse sweep kick saved by McMakin towards the far sideline.
So what's so nice about that kick save is that she was able to clear it so incredibly wide that it gives the defense a time to settle in and find their defensive players again.
So it'll be a free hit On the 10-yard line, Medfield trying to go back. I thought it hit off Posada's foot. We'll get a whistle. Raiders catch a break there. Hadfield looking down the far sideline. We'll find Karate. Karate gets it up to Bent. No, that's not, but that's Cullum. Gets it to Motley. Motley trying to get it further up to Posada, but Medfield gets a stick on it.
And you saw DS doing a really nice job of working the ball up the sideline there. Just a few quick passes, nothing big, but just really deliberate passes that allowed them to get the ball up the field.
Medfield in a dangerous spot here. We'll try and get it out, but DS will get a call.
So this is going to be the first corner for Medfield. Oh, never mind. Free hit going out. I thought the call was against Hassar, but actually was in her favor. And once again, we're likely to see a big ball from Avery here, just trying to get the ball in their offensive end, but a really nice stick stop there by Medfield.
Down the far sideline, Medfield advancing the ball. We're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be in favor of Medfield, going quick on the restart. Working her way up the baseline, the Medfield forward. But I believe Hadfield will clear it out of bounds along the far sideline. About 4 minutes to go here, still no score.
Once again, this ended up working out well for DS because it gave them a chance to settle in and find their defensive marking. There was a girl wide open in front of the goalie.
Posada will get it out. Cullum will get it underneath the stick. Just not far enough up to Bent. Medfield will take over.
So DS has really had the right idea on these passes. They're just not getting through, and I think we have to give Medfield defense some credit for that.
Kadambi in, Motley out. Grotti will take the free hit.
So here's the other thing. When you're playing a talented team like Medfield, you can't hit through them, right? You've got to work around them. So that's why we saw those small passes being really effective, right?
Another whistle and another call against the Raiders. Free hit for the Warriors. 30-yard line. Going up. And it'll go all the way back. Hassar will chase it. Bell will go out of play. She'll just wait for it. As that was good stick there by a Medfield player.
Really nice clear.
McMakin to kick it out, and Medfield has it in a favorable position. To the top of the circle, past the last line of defense, a shot, kick saved by McMakin. Towards the near side, Hassar will just clear it.
Yeah,
really.
really.
Sideline and out of bounds.
Nice play there by Hassar just to get the ball out of bounds, let everybody reset.
Yeah, DS dodging a little bit of a bullet there.
Agreed.
Medfield forward slip behind the last line of defense.
That is likely.
We'll get a stick on it here. Up looking for Bent.
I was just going to say that defensive marking is likely something that Coach McGill will discuss at the end of the first quarter.
Far side, wide left, with a minute 40 to go.
But we definitely see that defensive strategy at different points, that the idea is just to clear the ball and let the defense reset, right? Let everybody find their man to mark. All right, here's Hassar with the big ball.
Yeah, going to go cross field diagonal, gets it up to Bent, who will get it perfectly to Posada. Posada, defender going, she'll go through her. Posada now cuts back. Weaving around, Posada still with the ball on her stick. And there'll be a call against her. Looks like obstruction.
So we've actually seen DS having some luck and success when they're putting the ball into space as opposed to trying to pass it right to their teammate. So hopefully that's something they're going to continue to try and do because they've really been able to have players run onto the ball nicely by just putting it into space.
Yeah, we're under a minute to go here. Elsa's going to blow the horn or thing. Yeah, you have to shake it. And then blow it. We got 30 seconds left. I wonder, we have some people sitting below us. We'll see how freaked out they get. Some of them doing their schoolwork. 15 seconds to go as Medfield will look to clear the ball out. Posada gets it on her stick. Now Murphy, as we are under 10 seconds.
Yeah, it almost looks like Medfield doesn't.
Coming. And that's the end of the first quarter. No score between the Raiders and the Warriors. Elsa, how was doing it?
That was amazing.
Really amazing.
That's power.
Yeah, we'll put 2 minutes on the clock. As Dover-Sherborn and Medfield will end up tied at the end of one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter just about to come underway here. Raiders and the Warriors still tied at 0. Both teams with opportunities, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
So, Sebastian, if you had to say someone won that first quarter, not obviously goals, but who do you think had more pressure on the defense there?
I think it was a tale of two halves in the quarter, if that makes sense. I thought DS started off the game strong and had the ball for a majority of the time into Medfield's side of the field, but as the quarter went on, Medfield started pushing back a little and getting opportunities as the quarter progressed, and then eventually having some more opportunities in the Raider side of the field as we neared the end of the first.
And I would say that Medfield did a really good job of capitalizing on those opportunities and really putting pressure on the defense and on the DS goalie. It felt like, the DS goalie and defense were more challenged in that first quarter as compared to Medfield.
Bent will chase after it, battling against Powell. She'll get support from Witchman. He'll keep the ball in play.
So,
or I don't think she would actually. No, out of bounds is the call by the referee on the near side.
But Sophia was really well positioned there to step up when that ball came through. It's just a shame it went out of bounds.
It's going to be a call against Malmquist. Free hit for Dover-Sherborn. Hadfield will take it. Ball will be spotted at the 44.5, call it.
Just an approximation. That's a nice ball right to her stick.
Witchman trying to weave and wave through. It'll be a call against the Raiders. Free hit for Medfield. Try and get it out on the near side. Allie O'Connell.
So you can see
draw a call.
Medfield's doing a really nice job of trying to get the ball out to their out to the sidelines, and they have their offensive players lined up right along the sideline to field those passes. Once again, if we look at the DS defense here, we can see that every single Medfield player is marked up quite nicely, and then Hassar's in the back there, ready in case the ball gets by one of the defenders. And the fact that you see this, even though the ball's still in the other half of the field, right? They're ready.
Posada gets a stick on the passing route, but Medfield's still able to advance it up the opposite side of the field and into dangerous territory. Hassar jumps the pass there successfully. She's trying to advance the ball up the field.
Yeah, did a nice
foot. Yeah,
that's a very intentional play there. Hit the ball right into the girl's feet, and then let Avery take that free hit right there.
Working quickly, Hadfield gets it out wide, tipped by Crotty up to Cullum. Cullum now to Posada. Luis Posada trying to get it back in. Ball will trickle into the circle. Kick save by Parashi. Ball will go out of bounds over the baseline, it looks like.
Yeah, but so she didn't intentionally put it over the end line, so that's why it's going to be a 25 free hit coming in, right? If she had intentionally tried to put it out over the sidelines, that would be a corner.
Regardless, Dover-Sherborn still with possession. Actually, Medfield will steal it right back. Hadfield deflects it off her stick, trying to keep it in the Raiders' offensive end. Avery Hadfield crossing into the middle. Basada going after it. Good play there by Medfield defender. Basada still has it on her stick. Ball will be cleared out. Hadfield chasing after it. Trying to center it. Trying to go through. She'll get a whistle. She'll have to play the ball 5 yards. She did, right in the middle. Basada tries a reverse sweep. Far side, Parachi. We got a whistle and a corner.
Really nice play there by DS. We saw 3 quick passes that really led to that threat. And the goalie had a beautiful kick save. That ball had every intentions of going into the corner of the goal, but the goalie had a really nice save there.
No, the ball actually did end up in the net. So we'll see if that would be hurt the Raiders or if they got a nice opportunity here. Regardless, they have an opportunity to put one on the board. Hadfield trying to get it through to Basada. There's a little bit of a struggle in the middle.
So Medfield has defended this corner really well.
Crotty trying to get it to the near side. It's going to be cleared away. We are going to get a whistle. Medfield avoids the danger.
So they did a nice job of just disrupting that initial pass and not letting DS really get a shot off at all on that corner.
Medfield will get it to the 45, but Murphy will try and keep it in. Touched by, I believe, Powell. As Dover-Sherborn still have possession on the near sideline.
So what Sophia did so nicely there was come back and get the ball. Right when you're playing a skilled team like Medfield, you can't wait for the ball to come to you. You got to go get it.
Powell set it up on the 30. Plays it back. Medfield to the defenders. He's got a lot of room here. This would be number 8, I believe. Yeah, Alana Dolan.
Smart move by her, though, right? No one's coming to defend her. Then keep dribbling up the field.
DS will have a free hit here.
Yep, once again, Avery taking it.
Ball on the 40.
And we can see the DS players cutting, really trying to make themselves open for Avery.
Hadfield.
And we saw intentionally her there trying to lift the ball into a player.
We'll get it right to Bent via Motley. Bent working her way up the baseline, crossing into the middle, cleared away. Motley chasing after it on the sideline. She'll get there first. Now she'll try and bring it back out. That'll definitely hit off a shin. Referee on the near side saw it as well as Coach McGill on the bench. Free hit for the Raiders.
So just to remind everybody, these free hits going in at this part of the field, the ball has to travel 5 yards before you can have a shot on goal. So that's one of the reasons why we're seeing the DS players cutting. So if you can do a little pass like this, right, then you don't have to worry about the 5 yards.
Kadambi gets it in. Karate trying to reverse it. Gets it near side to Bent.
Just a lot of pressure by DS. It almost feels like one of these has got to go in. They're putting so much pressure on the goalie and the defense.
Hussar trying to center it. Good at Kadambi.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with like going back to get the ball. You can't wait for it against a talented team like this.
Richmond will check back in after being taken out by Motley on the near sideline. Hadfield.
I mean,
get a whistle.
Avery did such a nice job of holding her position there. We certainly saw her being pushed by that girl.
Yeah, she'll get it up to Bent. Nice hesitation move. Bent trying to center it. Looking for Kadambi, just a little bit too far out in front. Kadambi still gets it, however. Far side, whistle, Basada with the shot. Rebound to Cullum, who takes it and scores a goal.
I don't want to say I predicted that goal, but I feel like I predicted that goal.
Addie Cullum.
Right, they just kept putting so much pressure on that defense, so many shots. And the goalie was making a lot of good saves, but really, they were just being relentless. It was really a nice, solid effort by DS to start this quarter.
22 minutes and 29 seconds, the time of the goal. Cullum unassisted.
And it looks like Wichman is now going to be checking back in. All right, Sebastian, should we talk about our 2-minute rule here? So the idea is really, Medfield, if they're going to have some type of response to DS's goal, it's likely to happen in the next 2 minutes. So this ends up being a bit of a danger zone in terms of the time period.
Dover-Sherborn goal scored by number 18, Addie Cullum.
And we actually see that Medfield immediately out of that goal has just earned a corner.
29, Cullum unassisted at 22-29.
So this is the first corner for Medfield, so it'll be the first opportunity that they have. And we can see that DS is getting their defensive team ready to go.
And good opportunity here for Medfield to level up the game and within the 2 minutes, like you mentioned. Good fly from Hussar. That one touched a stick, but it did. It looks like it did. Hussar making emphatic motions. Yeah, they'll wave it off. It actually did not touch a stick inside the Medfield circle.
Yeah, so just to remind everybody of that rule, the ball must be touched inside the circle. With a corner, the ball has to come out of the circle, but then it has to be touched inside the circle in order to count as a goal. So what the official is saying here, after the ball left the circle, it never was touched by a player. So,
I'll check the replay here. I don't believe it did.
Well, Hussar certainly didn't.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of a botched entry, but the shot was taken. Yeah, it looks like a pretty straight shot the whole way. It's off the stick, taken by McDonald. Yeah, straight shot. Have some agreement here in the booth.
Oh, nice defense there by Hussar. Just really kept her stick on the ground and did not allow that pass to get into the circle.
I mean, regardless if we had the technology to say, I think if this is our only angle and the call on the field was no goal, like there needs to be significant evidence, 100% that that goal is going to be overturned. You have to be absolutely sure. And from our view here, you can watch it back a little bit.
And so what is your conclusion?
Yeah, I don't think it did touch her stick.
Okay, so you think it was an accurate call by the official there?
Yeah, so McDonald just ripped it. Hussar coming off the fly. McMakin makes an effort for it. Doesn't touch her pad. So Murphy makes an effort too. Two Medfield attackers also do, but nobody gets a stick on it. And the ball goes into the bottom right-hand corner.
So, Sebastian, I think you could do the replay as well in terms of if there's any questioning of calls. What do you think? Coaches want to call the flag? Or throw the flag?
They can't do that in high school.
Well, of course not, but I'm saying you could certainly be up for the job.
Well, you got to go through that a lot faster than I did.
Actually, sometimes it feels like it takes them about a good 5 minutes before they reach a conclusion.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about if I'm one of the teams who would tell like the coach to throw the flag.
Oh, right. I gotcha.
Because there's people definitely talking to him in his ear.
Right. So actually, you need to send the signal to Molly. Question that.
Like we said, there are no reviews in high school.
Right.
Biggest one I can remember was just last year, or no, 2 years ago, in the state championship, Winchester. It was a bad one. They gave up a goal with the light on. As Medfield here will try and get it in, got a whistle, and it looks like Murphy will get called here.
Wait, you're talking about basketball, right?
No, this is hockey, state championship.
Oh, ice hockey.
Yeah. TD Garden, Winchester gave up a goal, but the light was on. And that was in overtime. It was a bad game, but, because in high school you don't review, but when you're at an important venue like TD Garden and it's an important game like the state championship, you have that technology available. Why don't you use it is my question.
Oh, that's great. Hussar got a stick on that, and then you can see Avery there as a trail, able to get that ball out. And now this is advantage DS because Medfield is back. Beautiful. Ball into empty space.
Yeah, it's a foot race between Crosby and Basada. Basada will win it, trying to get by Crosby. will be cleared away. We got a whistle. It'll be a call against DS.
But DS played that perfectly. They knew if they got the ball down the field, they had a numbers advantage. And as I said, Avery played that trail great, got it out wide, and then up the field into space, letting Posada run right on it.
Murphy draws a call, trying to get it to Wichman on the sideline. Got a whistle. It hits the foot of Dolan. That'd be Caitlin Dolan. Wichman gets it in the middle. Motley trying to get her off her sticks. Call against her. 2 minutes to go. Raiders up 1-0.
And Asya here just has such great speed. She can hang with anyone there.
Medfield trying to center it. Kadambi looking to get a stick on it. Medfield advancing all the way into the circle. It'll be cleared by Hadfield out of bounds on the far sideline.
Once again, we see that strategy by DS. Clear the ball out wide, let everybody regroup, find the girl they're marking. And then once again, we can see that Hassar doesn't have someone in the middle there. If anybody gets by their defender, Hassar's there ready to pick it up.
Into the circle, Hebert gets it out to Basadu, out wide to Wichman, trying to get it up, but the ball is jumped by Powell. Powell trying to go down the sideline, can't do so as it's intercepted by Wichman, who gets it up to Bent. Avery Bent trying to cut back into the middle and lay it out for Basada right in stride. Elise Basada back towards the middle. Basada's tripped up, and that'll be a stoppage of the clock. Or no, it'll be a corner, actually.
Actually, Sebastian, I would argue that could be a stroke, right? It's in the circle.
Dogso, denying of a goal score opportunity.
It was clear that she was going to goal, and the defensive player stopped her. I would argue intentionally stopped her from getting that shot off.
Yeah, so in hockey, soccer is what I said, dogso. Denial of goal scoring opportunity is what referees will use as their discretion if they are to award a penalty kick outside the box. And we got a whistle, and it looks like somebody left early.
Yeah, it looks like number 8 left early. You've got to wait until, for DS here, Addie releases that ball before you can leave the goal line.
Yeah, we got 20 seconds left.
Well, just to remind everybody, Sebastian, right, that this corner will play out. It's either ends in a goal or being hit outside the 25.
Or they'll have another corner. Hadfield gets it. It's kicked out of bounds. It'll be a 25. Oh, why is he pointing to a 16?
Well, it's not really going to matter, unfortunately.
Yeah. That'll be the end of the half. DS nets 1 goal in the quarter. It was Addie Cullum, unassisted. 7 minutes and 29 seconds in. Raiders up 1-0. We'll be back.
Family on 3! 1, 2, 3, family!
Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, just about to get underway.
Well, if we're thinking about who won that second quarter, Sebastian, I'm saying DS. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they got the goal on the board, so.
Yep, they got the goal on the board. And I really felt like they had more sustained pressure that quarter.
Teams will switch ends. DS going from left to right. Medfield from right to left. DS will start with the ball for the second half and the fourth quarter. As Medfield started it Started with the ball at the beginning of the game and at the beginning of the second quarter. Ball will make its way out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll be Medfield ball.
This is a really nice idea by Medfield to switch the fields, right? The play was just really congested over there on the other side, so they're spreading out the field here, looking for open players.
Hebert with a nice stick here. It's going to be Crosby coming down the sideline, going up against Motley, trying to get it in the middle. Hebert will get a stick on it. She'll try and clear it out, but it's kept in by Frattolio. Got a whistle. Call against Medfield.
Yeah, dangerous. You can't lift the ball into a player like that. I will say that Medfield player did such a nice job of air dribbling down the sideline. You can see that's really, really hard to defend, and the defensive strategy there really is just to kind of contain the girl.
It's going to be, it looks like a 5-yard warning, I believe.
So what that means is that Medfield needs to be 5 yards away from the DS player who's taking the free hit, and that's an official warning. And if it happens again, then a player will get carded, and they'll have to come off the field for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it happened to the Raiders a couple of times. And I mean, especially here on the football field, it's easy to see because, I mean, you can see what's 5 yards. Yeah, she was definitely under 5 yards away.
So I just have to say, Hope is so nicely positioned. You've just seen a few plays in a row here where she has been in the right spot not to let Medfield get the ball down the field.
Yeah, good work there from Motley and Hebert in tandem, getting a call for the Raiders. Free hit here at the 42.
So this is another example of when that switching fields might work really well as it's getting congested here on the right side.
Hadfield splits the two defenders, gets it to Motley, trying to get it out wide, and we'll get a call.
And you saw that was certainly Motley's idea, right? She was trying very hard to get that ball out to Wichman, who was wide open on the left side of the field.
Yeah, that ball didn't stop. Hadfield trying to work quickly there.
Yeah, and it's a good strategy, but you just have to make sure the ball is fully stopped, before you start again. And
then again, it is also a discretionary call because it might have stopped, but the referee may have not thought so. I didn't think it did stop either. I don't. But, if Hadfield thought it stopped, it might have stopped. But at that point, it's my word against yours, and the referee will always supersede the player.
Or the announcer, right, Sebastian? The commentator?
Sometimes.
Okay, nice ball here by Hassar. Just getting it out of the defensive end. Once again, we can see how effective that lift can be and just getting by that first line of defense.
Yeah. Call against Kadambi. She'll win it back. Trying to get it up. Cullum cuts back.
You see
down the near sideline again. Basada has it. Basada trying to get by, and it'll be a call against Elise, it looks like.
So we saw two really effective strategies by DS on that play. First, that we had the DS player Addie coming back to get that ball, and then she actually put the ball into space, and Elise was able to run on it. So I really think if DS can continue using those strategies, it's going to be really helpful.
And that's going to be, I thought that was going to be 5 yards because it was close, but it looked like the Medfield player was getting out of the way, but actually the ball will be placed right back at the 40. Hadfield going through, tries to get it out wide, will get a whistle. Oh, no, I thought it would have been against Medfield there, but it actually is against the Raiders.
I'm going to agree with you on that, Sebastian, that really seemed like it should have been a call against Medfield and not DS.
Hebert gets it up. Hadfield. Motley looking to go down the sideline. It'll deflect out of bounds off McEntry.
The big ball. See, if you're going to do a big ball like that, it's best to try and get it right on goal. And that way, we know Reese Bent is so good at those tips. She can really just try and redirect that in the goal. But in order for that to really be successful, ideally it's a direct shot on goal.
Hadfield getting pushed off a little bit there. And Hadfield. Oh, I thought Hadfield was getting called for the push because the referee made a motion with his arm. But Medfield will be in the guilty party there. Reset at the 20-ish yard line.
Hadfield is so good at using her body, and she is not intimidated by other players. She stands her ground, and she will not be pushed over. It's really effective.
Out of bounds once more, about 10 yards back. Down the sideline. Kadambi in the middle to Motley. Motley trying to get it into the circle. Medfield will get the first touch on it, and they'll get it out. Coming on the counterattack, Kassar way up, hit her foot. And now she'll have to hustle back.
Once again, even though she didn't come up with that ball, she was able to stop the play and let the defense regroup.
Hebert able to get the ball on her, stick out of the air up to Cullum. Near side, hits Kadambi, subbing out.
A little bit of bad luck there for the Raiders. She was subbing out and she got drilled by the ball.
Yeah, it will be a dangerous ball, however, as Kadambi will try and shake it off. Fortunately for her, she can do it on the bench and not worry about playing for the moment. She'll take a seat. Hadfield receives the lift in the midfield. It'll be a whistle, call against there.
So Avery did a really nice job fielding that aerial. She collected it, she brought it down by her feet, and then was able to go.
Hadfield drives it all the way down the middle. Medfield trying to go to the near side. And it will be intercepted. Basada going after it. We got a whistle. Down on a knee, Basada will draw the call. Goes back her 5 yards. Gets it in the middle, right to Bent. We got a whistle.
So the official there is saying that Elise did not go 5 yards with the ball, and I actually have to agree with him. I was a little surprised to see her putting that shot in on goal so quickly.
She did make an effort to move the ball backwards, but I guess it didn't go enough.
Yeah, I agree. She definitely, her intention was, clear, but once again, discretionary.
This would be number 5, Jenna McDonald with it. Trying to get it down the far sideline. It gets by Murphy, but the ball had too much power on it, and it will go out of bounds.
Just going back to Lisa's play there for a second, what she did, which I think is really effective for DS, though, you did see her trying to put that shot right on goal, and you saw that Bent was right there, ready to field it, and she's just so good at finishing those plays.
Hadfield, down the far sideline. We'll get it up. Witchman, right to Bent. Bent, her 2 forwards in there. Tries to get it through, but that's some great defense there by Alana Dolan.
Yeah, I will.
Get it out and draw a call against the Raiders.
We just see the Medfield defense playing such composed defense. They are not intimidated. They're just playing really solid back there.
Bent into the circle, working up the baseline. 2 defenders on her. She'll draw a corner.
So we saw there with Bent, she was really trying to work to get that corner call. She found herself in a position where she didn't have a great angle and was trying to get the ball into the defensive player's feet so that DS could have the advantage here on the corner.
Hadfield will take it this time. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Raiders enjoying a 1-0 lead.
So not to share more secrets, but typically when Avery puts the ball into play here, we're going to see it come back to her.
Got another whistle. This one will be a call against the Raiders on the insert.
Well,
not on the insert. It was after the ball was inserted.
Yeah, it looked like that was on Witchman, but I'm not really sure what the foul was in that situation. I didn't see anything, but of course it was the far side of the field.
Murphy trying to get it down the far side. Hussar will get it out of bounds.
Once again, just disrupting that play, letting the chance for the defense to reset. See, I like how
Medfield plays it back.
Yeah, I like this, though. I like how they're trying to use both sides of the field.
See this a little more at the collegiate level, but it works at the high school level sometimes.
It certainly does.
Got another whistle call against Hebert on the near sideline with 5 minutes to go in the quarter.
And we really haven't seen the ball that much in DS's defensive end this quarter. When there has been threats, the defense has stepped up and really stopped the play.
For Tolio, it's going to be a whistle, it looks like.
Yeah, against DS, so it's going to be a free hit.
Yeah.
For Medfield.
Near side for Tolio. Up against Crotty. Bertolio will win this round. But Hebert will clear it out. For the moment, Medfield regains possession. Working their way up the sideline. Now the baseline. It'll be cleared away as the Raiders will get a whistle.
See, once again, that's what I'm saying, that Hope just is positioned so well to stop the threats that come down the side of the field. It's really impressive. She's very, very disciplined in terms of playing that position.
Hadfield looking down the sideline, able to get it to Motley. Motley cuts back towards the middle, now goes back towards the sideline, draws a foul. And she'll advance and let Hadfield take it. Hadfield drive. Looking
nice
all the way up
ball
for Basada. It'll go all the way to the end line. Bent chasing after it. Just can't keep it in, though.
That was
will have possession.
Yeah, that's a nice big ball by Avery. And we really saw Reese hustling to try and get to that before it went out of bounds over the end line.
Miscommunication there from the Warriors results in the ball being tipped out of bounds. Raiders coming on the counterattack now. Kadambi sets it and will go. Crossing into the middle. Right to Hadfield. Hadfield going up into the middle. Ball bounces back out in the opposite direction for the Raiders. Kadambi gets a whistle, and it looks like she'll get a call.
Yeah, not only did she get a call, she got a corner. Why? He blew the whistle. This is actually quite infuriating. He blew the whistle, showed corner, and then now is letting the ball continue to play. That's
here comes Medfield on the counterattack. Malmquist gets it out. McMakin out of the net, takes the shot. Rebound, ball just past the far post. It's still in there. It'll go out of bounds. Great save there from McMakin coming on the counterattack.
Beautiful defense there by McMakin. And actually, did you see that, Sebastian? It went off that far post. Can you go back and review that? I mean, the official blew his whistle, indicated corner, and then...
I don't think he indicated corner. I think he made a motion with... I think he crossed his arms like obstruction.
Well,
not a corner.
If he's making a motion for a foul, and then he needs to follow through on that, because you saw DS was completely caught off guard that the play continued.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity there. McMakin made the initial save. Rebound deflected back out towards the Medfield attacker.
And one of the things that she did so well is you see her come out of the goal, and that actually cuts down the angle for the offensive player, right? It makes the goal seem smaller and makes it harder for them to find a space to put that ball. So really great defensive strategy by Neve.
Yeah, it was Allie O'Connell with the chances for the Warriors to equalize this game. Far side, Motley will get a call. Another obstruction. As Wichman tries to play it back, it's poked free. Longquist will get it up. Cloutman going down the far sideline, back to O'Connell. Gets by Murphy. Allie O'Connell working away, crossing into the middle. Assar has it on her stick as we are approaching a minute to go.
Wow, I'm just going to give the defense credit there. You saw Hope and Sabrina hauling to get back on defense. Incredibly effective, as we saw that Sabrina was able to field that ball. But just that determination to say, I'm getting back on defense, they are not getting into the circle. Okay. And then Sabrina's able to go and after that ball because she knows Hope's behind her.
Good stop on the stick there by Hassar as well. 38 seconds to go. She'll get it down. Looking for the far sideline up to Ben. It's intercepted. Medfield pushing it further down into the DS end. Murphy on the sideline will watch it go out of bounds. Got 22 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So we might just see Avery here take the ball to the corner and dribble just to have the quarter end in a non-threatening way. Oh, no, she's going forward.
Ever so slightly. Trying to get it out. Malmquist intercepts it. Medfield, dangerous ball, gets it into the box. Hebert will get it out as we have hit 0-0.
Once again, I'm going to say, Hope they're perfectly positioned to field that ball and to stop the threat.
We're through 45 minutes of action here Raiders enjoying a 1-0 lead. Medfield will try and tie it up in the final 15. Stay tuned to find out if they can do so. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter just about to begin between the Raiders and the Warriors. 1-0 is still your score. Addie Cullum unassisted in the 22nd minute with the goal for the Raiders.
So, Sebastian, what do you think we need to see from the Raiders here in this quarter for them to cement this win?
And I think they got to keep the pressure up offensively, force Medfield to try and make the passes, jump the balls, and ultimately force them to make another mistake because the insurance goal will be a lot better and ultimately help their power ranking too.
Great point. Another goal here from DS would go a long way. I will say, though, we are certainly seeing a different Medfield team from the one that DS played the second game of the season.
Which, I mean, was only the second game of the season, so Medfield could have been still figuring it out.
Well, I'm going to say I really think they figured out their defense. They are playing really nice defense as a unit. And then what about Medfield? What do you think for them?
I think they just got to keep being aggressive too. Aggressive game is going to as aggressive is how you're going to win the game. And I mean, I think you can still definitely win the game, but you're playing from behind. You need a spark plug of some sort, and maybe that's right here, trying to get through defenders, drawing a call, and giving your offense a good opportunity to score.
I do agree with you. Medfield is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive in this fourth quarter. And certainly starting off well for them, right? With the ball in their offensive end. Yeah,
Bent called for another foul. Free hit will be taken. McDonald plays it back to Elena Dolan. Looking to get its paddle down on the far sideline, but the ball will go out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky for Medfield there. You could see that their strategy was to get that ball going 5 yards before it went into the circle. Right idea, just didn't get it executed perfectly.
Posada now with it, trying to cross it into the middle.
Really nice cross by Posada there, just unfortunately no one was home.
Yeah, Cullen was making her way there, but she was playing the opposite wing of the field, so she had a lot of ground to cover. Drive is cleared away. Hassar has it on her stick. Down the far sideline, we got a whistle. It looks like she was out of bounds.
You can see really nice team defense there between Addison and Sabrina, though. So Addison had made that initial stop, and then Sabrina was right there to clean it up.
Fratolio, it looks like. No, that's McDonald. My mistake. Gets it down the far sideline. Ball will go out of bounds off a Raider stick.
Should we give a shout out to these ball girls who are working their butts off over on the far side of the field? They are doing such a great job.
McDonald gets by a lot of Raiders. Hadfield going after it. Gets a little bit tripped up. Fratolio trying to cross it on the near side. Unable to do so. She gets by Hadfield, but Kadambi there for reinforcements for the Raiders. Cross is finally off. Raiders will get it outside of the circle and will be awarded a call.
So when you mentioned Avery getting tripped up there, I actually thought that should have been a call against Medfield because that player did not clear a path for Avery to get to play defense.
Hassar goes towards the near side, and that ball will go out of bounds. Miscommunication there results in a turnover and could prove to be costly. Emma DuPont nearing the table, looking to check in.
I'll tell you what, I would not want to play against Elise. Asia. She is everywhere and just a menace.
The free hit will be taken on the near side by Fratolio. Brings it in, but it's off Kadambi's stick. Trying to advance it down the sideline. It will be cleared. We've got a whistle. It'll remain with the Raiders. Hadfield looking to get it up to Cullum. We'll get it up further. Posada can't get there at first. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by Crosby.
I will say I feel like DS is playing a little bit tentatively right now. They're playing more of a defensive game, and it's just really not their style. So I really hope they start to become a little bit more offensive-minded, taking the chances that they typically do. You really just want to play your typical game. Don't get out of that.
Down the far sideline, ball will skip to Bent in stride. Entering the circle, Reese Bent throws on the brakes. Trying to center it back up top, looking for Motley. It's cleared away. Motley wins it back, however. It's off a stick, I believe, Crosby. But DS still has possession. Hadfield going towards the far corner. We'll get it to Wichman. One times it, looking to get it into the circle. It'll be cleared away down the far sideline, but...
Once again, you can just see Medfield is totally ready for that attack. They are perfectly positioned to just really not have these offensive possessions be a big threat for DS.
Hadfield goes backward to go forward. Loses possession inside the circle, but trying to win it back. Kadambi gets it, but it's a call against the Raiders. DS losing possession inside the circle. Medfield gets it out, avoiding the danger from now. All the way up to Malmquist. Murphy jumps the ball. Down the far sideline, we got a whistle. It's against Medfield.
I would really like to see DS using more of their passes when they get into that offensive 25. I mean, as I said, Medfield is just really showing them that they're quite effective at that one-on-one defense. And the strategy of like passing around them looks like it's going to be a lot more effective. And once again, when you're playing a talented team, right, you've got to think about, some of the strategy that you use against some of these lesser, less capable teams works. But sometimes you do have to adjust that strategy depending on the skill of the opponent.
Cullum gets a stick on it. Ball will go right to Karate into the game. Seeing action right away as she takes out Kadambi. Near sideline, ball goes out of bounds. It will be Medfield ball. Fratolio trying to get it in the middle. We'll find McDonald. McDonald making her way down the near sideline. Hadfield shielding. We'll get it up to Thompson. Thompson looking for O'Connell. It's kicked away by McMakin out of bounds.
Wow, what a great save by McMakin. What she did so well there was when she came out for the ball, she did not clear it right back to the offensive player. She actually put it out to the sideline, so the offensive player was not able to collect it and take another shot on goal. Really, really great defense there.
Obstruction call against the Warriors. Will give the Raiders a free hit. Hadfield will take it all the way up towards Bent. Bent going against Powell on that far sideline. Powell wins this round.
I will say, great switch of fields there by Avery. We saw that half of the field was wide open, and it really ended up being just a one-on-one for Bent and her defender. Great idea.
Medfield will have possession near midfield.
Yeah, to me, it looks like DS is playing a little bit tight.
Ball gets in the middle, right to McDonald in stride. McDonald splits the two Raider defenders. It's good by Hussar. Will be a little bit of a bump against Hussar, and she'll get the call.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with her being so demonstrative on her response to that push. She's got to get back in the circle there and get ready to defend. She was lucky she got that call.
Yeah, I was going to say she was too, because obviously it didn't look intentional, and it wasn't that much contact.
No.
And probably had to help with her being a little bit off balance that she didn't, it was the way she reacted like that, but DS will get the call and have possession on the near sideline.
So I will say, Medfield has definitely been dominating this quarter.
DS yet still has it. Drive by Hadfield. Goes right through.
See, that's a really nice play there where Avery goes up, she attacks, and then forces a bad pass by Medfield, and then Hope was right there to pick it up. Hadfield
going up against Fratolio. Reverse sweeping it down the far sideline. It'll go to Bent. Reese Bent trying to get it in, but that's a good stick in the midfield by Crosby. Clears it all the way back out to Murphy, where she'll get a call, and the Raiders will still have possession with 5:30 to go.
See, I thought that was a really nice idea by Bent, but just give credit to that Medfield defense, right? Stepped right up and collected it.
Wichman down the far sideline, looking to get it past Powell. She'll get a call. That'll help her out. Wichman. I think she was 5 yards away. But.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually think he thought the spot of the foul, the ball should be a little bit farther outside of the circle.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree that well. But you see, look at Hadfield's moving it back up a little bit, too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, Sebastian, that's not a bad thing for DS, right? I mean, at this point, the clock is their enemy, right? They just want time to come off the clock. So if the official's going to stop the ball or stop the play and make them regroup.
Yeah, they'll get a corner here, but again, I could also point out that, hey, they need that second goal.
I agree.
And that doesn't help them here, actually, with that call, because it was in a very similar spot, catching Medfield off guard, but now they have time to regroup. But, of course, now they won't, because they have a corner.
Right.
They'll have to don the masks.
So I will say, as being a defensive player or on Medfield, the team that's down in the situation is incredibly frustrating because you can see how much time comes off the clock getting ready for this corner.
Hadfield tries a direct shot that's off a foot. It's another shot. Posada gets it towards the near post. It'll go out of bounds. Crotty was there but couldn't keep it in play.
So really nice defense initially by Medfield, but then we saw that Elise had a beautiful pass to the DS player who was on the post and just couldn't convert there. But, right idea all the way.
Ball making its way towards the near sideline for Tolio. Back in the middle to McDonald. Hadfield battling against McDonald. We'll get a whistle. It's against Hadfield. McDonald quickly to restart. 3:45 to go. Trying to get it through. It's off Hassar's stick. She'll settle it. Working backwards. She has it stolen by Thompson. Eva Thompson gets it and it will be a corner. Medfield going from opposite side of the field to opposite side of the field, and now they're on offense here as the DS defense will look to keep this game at a 1-goal lead.
So you saw Sabrina really nicely step up to that ball, and then when she was trying to do just collect the ball, right, just got a little bit too far off her stick.
Will result in the turnover and a dangerous opportunity for the Warriors looking to convert. Ball inserted up top. McDonald tries a shot to the short side. Initial save by McMakin, cleared away.
Beautiful clear there by Avery. Not only getting it out of the circle, but actually right to one of her teammates.
Ball makes its way out towards the far sideline. Call against the Raiders. Medfield still with possession. It'll be a dangerous ball now in favor of the Raiders.
Honestly, if I was Coach McGill, I might take a timeout here. They just seem like they need to settle down a little bit. It feels like they're playing tight and playing not to lose at this point. Whereas, I mean, if you think about that third quarter, they were really playing to win this game.
Only 1 goal on the board. Addie Cullum with it. And Medfield here looking for a second. Will be cleared, looking to get cleared away. Hebert gets it out of the circle, staying low. On the near sideline. And this is what we kind of saw with the
look at this session.
And there's the timeout from Coach McGill. 2:01 to go.
She must have heard me up here in the commentating booth. So actually we saw with Herbert there, once again, getting that body low, being ready to defend that ball, and just so composed getting the ball out of the circle there.
Yeah, and we saw this with the first game too. Second half seemed to just keep on going forever and ever.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm sure right now for DS, these last 2 minutes are going to feel like an eternity. Mm-hmm. So, Sebastian, do you see who's going to get this ball? Is it
DS ball? I believe.
DS ball going out. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we can imagine actually that Coach McGill might be really setting up not a set play, but just having a very specific idea of how she wants to clear the ball out of this defensive end.
Yeah. 120 seconds is on the clock.
And how long are these timeouts, Sebastian?
I don't know. It's up to the refs.
Once again, ref discretion?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you could have Elsa just blow the horn and you could be in charge of saying, okay, timeout over. Yeah, I really hope Coach McGill is reminding them they have the lead, right? And, across the 4 quarters, they have been the better team. But just in these last few minutes, as I said, just been playing a little bit tight.
Both teams retaking the field. Dover-Sherborn will have possession. Ball is near the 10-yard line. It'll likely be allowed to get moved out to the 16.
So no surprise here, we are seeing Avery taking this free hit.
No, it won't be allowed to be taken out. Take a little bit of time stepping up to the ball, gets it down the sideline, looking for Crotty. Crotty battling against Fratolio, who gets a call. Annie Fratolio crossing into the middle. Malmquist towards the post. Initial save by McBacon. Now towards the far sideline. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Medfield ball coming in.
So I can definitely guarantee you that is not what Coach McGill drew up in the timeout in terms of how to handle that hit going out.
Bent gets it out. Continuing to get the ball further away from the Raider defensive circle and closer towards the Raider side. Basada's got a wide open column in front of her. Just can't seem to find her.
Yeah, a big ball here would be really helpful. Oh, that's the right idea, right? You just want to get that ball in the offensive end. And you were right. She really did have a few of her teammates up the field ready to receive that ball. Approaching
60 seconds remaining. Hadfield gets it. Far sideline. Looking for Witchman. Witchman. Be a call against the Raiders as we're under 60.
You know, I'm going to give Medfield so much credit to lose that first game 3-0 and to come out here and just to play such a tough game, right? This will be so good for them in terms of getting ready for the playoffs.
Got a whistle call in favor of the Raiders.
Once again.
That's going to be delay a game, it looks like. Oh, no. Should have been, but Raiders won't complain.
Exactly, I was just going to say. But, once again, you see Hope stepping up so nicely, so composed. Really big play there by her.
Hadfield looking to get the ball towards the far post. The ball will go out of bounds. Medfield looking to work quickly here. 16 seconds and counting.
See, you can see this is why they're so grateful to have those ball girls, right, who are able to be there and just get them that fresh ball so they can take the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, DS will have possession here, and looks like how the game will end. Dover-Sherborn will improve to 13-1 on the year. Medfield will fall, losing consecutive games for the first time all season to 10-4.
Well, as I said, Sebastian, I think really I'm going to give Medfield a lot of credit for playing a really strong game. You can absolutely see how their defense has come together over the course of the season. And, give credit to DS for holding on, right? It wasn't pretty in that last quarter, but they did it.
Yeah, and with that win, it looks like DS will have the outright title of the Tri-Valley League. Currently 11-0 on the season against opponents. They have one more game against Bellingham, but with the 2 losses against DS, Medfield now is 2 games out with 1 game remaining in the Tri-Valley League. You do the math. DS are the TVL champions.
Well, congratulations to the DS Raiders on winning that title. That's super exciting.
We'll go over your one goal. It was Addie Cullum in the second quarter, unassisted, 22 minutes and 29 seconds into the game. Dover-Sherborn wins 1-0, claims the TVL small and outright title, as they'll have one more game against Bellingham home. That'll be senior night, I believe.
Well, they also do have a few non-league games left, Sebastian.
Yeah, I said last TVL game.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying, because they've got some really big non-league opponents coming up.
Yes,
Belmont, Canton, and Uxbridge, which will all be really good for them as they're preparing for the postseason.
Yeah, so that next game will be Belmont on Friday. Bellingham will be Monday, October 20th. So next Monday. That'll be, I believe, the senior night, because it's the Raiders' penultimate home game. And they'll finish out the week home versus Uxbridge and then away at Canton. Medfield, they'll have another 4 games also remaining on the season. They'll actually have 2 more TVL opponents, Bellingham and Medway, both away. But they'll have 2 more home games versus Oliver Ames and Foxborough. Well, that's going to do it from us here. Your final, Dover-Sherborn 1, Medfield 0. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Gillette Stadium, where boys and girls soccer will be taking on Medfield in a rivalry matchup. We hope to see you there or tuning in. But that's going to do it from us here. Sebastian Assar, Kiki Assar, Cam Crandall, Elsa Sukso saying good night and so on to you.